Hey everyone, Billy Davis here from learnToMix.com. All right, let's just hop right into it. So today what we're going to be talking about is this bad boy right here. This is the Shure SM7B microphone, and you see them in a lot of podcast studios. You also see them in a lot of recording studios, especially home studios. The reason why that is because this with an attachment is probably one of the best microphones for the price that it is on the market. So this mic you can pick up, I believe, for $400. I'll post a link to the description below if you guys choose and maybe would like this microphone. So this microphone is good under one circumstance, and that circumstance is the cloud lifter. Now, the cloud lifter is a separate attachment that does not come with the Shure SM7B, but it's almost a necessity for it if you're going to use it. The reason that is because this microphone in particular does not offer a lot of high end. In fact, it offers much more low end, so it gives you more of that that monotone, very It's not really made for singing, I guess, in a sense. If you're trying to get high pitched vocals, they might not come out crisp without going in and doing some work on a DAW or podcasting. You have to do some editing. But this mic with the cloud lifter, again, offers a lot. I think it's one of the best microphones on the market. Obviously, I own it. There's a reason behind that, but we're not going to talk about that today. What we're going to be talking about is how to get that crisp, clean vocal out of this microphone so you can get, the bang for your buck. Really is what it comes down to, is getting that bang for your buck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over here. We're going to go over to Logic Pro X, and we're going to discuss how I got this clean, crisp vocal. Now, this is just a little freestyle that I did on my own time. I just want to show you guys how well this microphone can perform. You guys can follow along with me by just using Logic Pro X stock plugins and pulling them up and doing the exact same thing that I did here on the screen. I want to make this as user-friendly as possible for you all. That is so important to me. All right, so without further ado, let's move this over to Logic Pro X. So when we start, we're going to start over here. Let's just listen to the track. Now, this is not mixed at all for all my audio engineers. This is not that. We're just talking about getting that clean vocal sound that everybody wants.
Lately, I've been feeling all these things. Lately, I've been dealing with these things. I'm out of order, trying to learn to compromise. But when it comes to compromise, they always want to lie. That's why I stepped away, had to take a break from this.
All right, so as you guys heard in that vocal, is you heard a lot of that S sound. There's a reason for that, and that number one reason is EQing. EQing on this microphone is so important, so important. But the crazy thing is that you have to add high frequencies, and it's so cool because in Logic Pro X, in Pro Tools, in Ableton, FL Studio, you can do that. And I believe you can do it in OBS as well. So let's break this down a little bit. Come with me. All right. So let's pull up this channel EQ. So as you guys can see, I took my low end to about almost hitting 100 hertz, but not necessarily. We have it hitting at 91. Here in my orange, I have that hitting at a negative 3.5 dB, 160 hertz. Now, I'm taking out some of that low end. And the reason why that is because I don't want a lot of low end for this vocal. This vocal is supposed to be very bright. So if you look, I'm knocking out the mid frequencies and I'm bringing down that low end. I don't want that there. So as you can see right over here in the green, we have that hitting at a negative 2.5 dB. We have this hitting at a 2.0 dB and this hitting at about 1.5 because you don't want to get rid of them all. You just want to have enough gone. Now this is where it gets fun. Let's go over here to this purple, right? So I'm going to bring this down and let me play it.
Lately, I've been feeling all these things. Lately, I've been dealing with these things.
All right, so that's pretty much with it off, I guess, in a sense. Let's take that back up to a 7.5.
Lately, I've been feeling all these things. Lately, I've been dealing with these things.
So you tell me, is there a difference when there's crisp to it, or is there not? Because I certainly hear a big difference. So that's one important step. The next would be compression. Compression is super important when it comes to mixing. Now, you guys can actually go into Logic Pro X, use their compressor and copy my settings if you're looking for that very bright vocal.
Lately I've been feeling all these things.
All right, so here we have my makeup sitting at a negative 6.0 dB. I keep my ratio at that 4:1 level. I don't know why that is. I think that's just personal preference. It's all up to you. All this is up to you. And then again, what we have right here is we have our threshold sitting at a negative 24 dB. I like to keep it in that 20s range. I don't want the mix sitting super, super duper loud. That's just not my preference in music. I don't like when the beat is much louder, or much quieter than my vocal. I like them sitting in the same spot. So as you hear,
lately I've been feeling all these things. Lately I've been dealing with.
So you're getting just enough beat and you're getting just enough vocal. So I have a fast attack and a slow release. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. I'm actually going to turn my auto gain off. All right. So next what we have is we have our multi-presser. So very simple. We're just going to go over here, go down, hit the final hip-hop compressor because this is a hip-hop vocal.
Lately I've been feeling all these things.
And we're going to turn this 2 down.
Lately I've been dealing with these things. I'm out of order, trying to learn to compromise. But when it comes to compromise, they always want to lie. That's why I stepped away, had to take a break from this. Lately I've been feeling all these things.
And guys, that is pretty much it on how to get a crisp, clean vocal from the Shure SM7B. It's very straightforward. Now, you can do this in Pro Tools, Ableton, FL Studios, Logic. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as you have EQ, compression, and maybe not so much a multipressor, but a limiter, you guys can do the exact same thing that I have done here to get that crisp, clean vocal. But guys, that is it for me today. If you've learned anything, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps us out here at learnToMix. And leave a comment, drop a like if you've learned any information. It all helps. But other than that, I will be talking to you guys later.